question, raise your hand and I'll call on you.
25.
Sydney tied your career high today in scoring. Corny, you were 3 points behind, almost.
It's all right.
But it looked a little bit, and I don't want to put words in your mouth or anything, but it looked a little bit like the Sydney one we saw a lot 2 years ago. Do you feel like you're getting more comfortable as this season goes on in your role offensively with this new formation of the team?
Yeah, I feel like the beginning of this season, I was just trying to find my way back because I didn't obviously play all of last season. So it was kind of about just getting a few games under my belt, learning how to, getting used to being aggressive like I was a few years ago. So I feel like I'm kind of starting to hit my groove in the game, being really aggressive on defense and, getting out and running and attacking the basket. So I do feel like I'm, I think I still have some way to go, but I do feel like I'm getting a lot back to the me that I was a few years ago.
Just an exhaustive rebound advantage for y'all today. Talk a little bit about what put into that mentality on the boards and
60
what led
to
to
27. 60 to 27. That's pretty good. Yeah, for sure. That was one of the keys to win. One of our keys we bring into every game, really. When we struggle rebounding, we struggle as a team overall. And so that's just something literally every scout that's been on there, regardless of the team. Obviously, we were bigger than them. And just personnel looking at kind of from point to obviously center. So I knew that I could stay on the offensive boards, as did most of the team. I know Paige got a lot. Everyone kind of was crashing. And defensively, we made it a point as the post. We were like, they shouldn't really rebound on the offensive board. We got to hold that down. And so that's been an emphasis in practice as well with everyone. So I think we just went out there and executed well.
You guys obviously led the way with 19 and 17 respectively, but two other of your teammates had also 8+ points. Do you guys feel like you're starting to distribute the ball and scoring more as well?
Yeah, I think we have a very unselfish team. So we got a lot out in transition in this game. So I think, people were looking to share the ball a lot. I think sometimes we overshared the ball just because everybody was so unselfish. So I think we're going to have to learn how to balance that. But I do think we're all kind of hitting our stride with each other, sharing the ball and spreading out the scoring really evenly, which is good.
Courtney, you mentioned, you guys have that huge height advantage. The rebounding hasn't always been so easy for you guys this year. How do you think you can take some of the success from this game, even against a team that's given up a lot of height, into future games against teams that match up a little bit more evenly with you guys height-wise?
No, for sure. It's the mentality, and we can use the momentum, whether it's, rebounding or points or anything, to go into the next game and the next game. I think this game, it was great to see how we focus on something simple as boxing out. No matter the size, there are fundamentals that we have to do every game to get a rebound. And so I think keying in on that was important for us. And, obviously having a height advantage helps in that. But it's really good to see that, we out-rebounded them by almost 40 and 30. I won't do them like that, 30. And I think it's really important that we can see that we can do that. And, me as an undersized rebounder, I just know that you can – it's all about hustle and heart and that kind of thing and a little bit of technique. So no matter the size, we can bring that to every game.
Kayla blew her career high out of the water with 9 assists tonight. Obviously, she has big shoes to fill at the point guard position. What's it been like? What's she been doing behind the scenes, and what's it been like transitioning with her at the one this year?
Yeah, Kayla told me, I think earlier at shoot-around, that she was really working on her passing. And I think she did a really good job, in transition, just, looking up and getting the ball, and placing it exactly where people need it to be. So I think that's something that she's kind of learning how to do and getting a lot more comfortable with, with the game experience. So I think she's, bringing her own, flair to the game, which, not her trying to replace Veronica, but just bringing her own aspect and her own, interpretation and skill set to the point guard position, which is really good. And I think she's doing a great job of it.
As a team, in the first 90 seconds of the third quarter, you're able to push Niagara and be in the bonus for the rest of the third quarter. What about that halftime adjustment, able to come out and just being able to draw more fouls on the inside, even though you guys absolutely had much more points in terms of being inside on the paint and now being able to draw fouls and get to the line?
No, for sure. I didn't realize that. But to be honest, at halftime, we always, especially in a game like this, we emphasize, we've been in games lately where, we have a solid lead and then we, kind of give a little. And we give it back and we give a little. And I think halftime, we just decided to, just go for it, really get them done in the first 5 minutes of the third quarter. We were more aggressive and we were bigger, and we knew we could draw fouls. So I think we just keyed into things that were working in the first half for us way more when we first came out in the second half to really blow the game kind of open and make sure that we had control of it in that quarter. So yeah.
Okay, thank you. We'll move on to
Thank you, guys.
Thank you guys. Happy Thanksgiving.
Wait, you stepped on. Why didn't you jump over that like you did?
I'm getting old, Coach.
All right, we'll move on to Coach McKeown. You'll start with an opening statement, and then we'll move into questions. Same format, just
Yeah, I'm again to echo what Courtney said too. I talked to our fan base, just everybody. A happy Thanksgiving, safe, and we have a lot to be grateful for, as a program, as a team. So we do appreciate that, and I hope, for everybody's sake, that you have a great week. The game itself, I thought we did what we had to do defensively. That was, the bigger concern was that, we had some breakdowns against Southern Illinois. Obviously, what happened against Notre Dame was, you wish you got to play the second half again with your players, with your team. But you got to learn from that, and we have. And defensively, I thought we were pretty aware, kept them in front of us, didn't foul at times. I thought we fouled Southern Illinois a lot. And we worked hard in practice on trying to stay in front of people. We have the ability to do that. So hopefully, we'll build off of this. And their team, I'm disappointed. It really becomes about us too. When the 26 turnovers that we have, we got to clean up. There's no question. We got to take care of the ball better. They're a pressure team, and I thought our mistakes. We forced a lot of transition passes. Maybe we tried to make Joe Montana to Jerry Rice plays instead of, keep the ball, lay it in, get back on D. So, other than that, I'm really proud of our effort. And, I think our team needed a game like this. Yeah.
Coach, talking about those turnovers and those transition plays, overall, I think, a lot of the turnovers came in the half court, obviously. But, yeah, like you said, there were some transition turnovers. At the same time, you guys got out in transition way more than you have against any other team all year, and against a team that's pretty quick in their own right.
Yeah.
Does that sort of come with the turnover sometimes? Are you okay with that trade-off, if you will? Or does it have to be, we got to clean it up?
Well, you guys mentioned it. I've been spoiled, man. I've been spoiled because I took a basketball, gave it to Veronica Burton for 4 years, and she just gave it back, graduation, and then I sat in New York and watched her get drafted. She controlled the floor. Burton was incredible of controlling the pace, and I think we're playing tonight. We got, not that. I thought Kayla is doing a really good job. Caroline Loud, they're going to be good. We just got to do a better job of taking advantage of numbers and transition, because Courtney Shaw is going to outrun most Big Ten post players. Kaylee Walsh can really pick and pop, shoot threes in transition, when you get inside out. So we got to take it. We want that. No, we just got to get better. I think we're trying to throw a lot of great passes instead of making, the next basketball play. And our league, as you guys know, our league, and will make you pay, on both ends.
Talk a little bit about Jillian Brown's performance today. Bit of a slow start for her this year, but on the board with 11 points today, 4 of 8 from the field, 2 of 5 from 3.
Yeah, she has a green light, and we feel like the one thing that really hurts me, because I've been doing this a long time, she was playing her best basketball at the end of last year, and really had grown. And her, Veronica, I felt like, really hurt, not for her not being able to play in the NCAA tournament, that we didn't get in for whatever, that's what it is. Because she was she was really playing well in the Big Ten tournament, and I think it's carrying over. We want to see that. She's got to shoot the ball well for us, and but she. In so many ways, like Sydney, she's really has point guard mentality too. At times, can play, is versatile. Can do a lot of things. But I know I go back a lot in time, don't I? Yeah.
Coach, how do you see Leah Hartman and Anna Morris fitting into this team moving forward? They only played 5 minutes combined.
Yeah, but the other games they've played a lot more. Leah I thought played really well. We know what both of them are capable of doing, and we got a lot of people we're trying to figure out who can play with who. But I know what Leia's capable of, and I think she has that explosion on offense. Can give you a bucket. She got us a big bucket in the Penn game, drilled a 3 when they made a run, and so those guys.
Is there a reason that she barely played tonight?
No, she's playing great. There's going to be games she's going to play 25 minutes. There's probably going to be other games. Like I said, we know what she can do.
Coach, even with 26 serves tonight, you held Niagara to only 12 points off turnovers. What do you think about your team getting back in defense in some of those more chaotic moments in the game and willing to hold Niagara to only 12 and not really giving up long runs throughout this game?
Yeah, when you watch them on tape, they're scrappy, they're tough, and they come at you, they press you. One thing they do well, they repress you just over half court or just as you cross half court, and we did a pretty good job of not turning the ball over where they could get out, get a layup or a bucket. So I think that was a key too. Getting back on D. When we did, we had some. You always say as a coach, you love the turnovers when the band catches them, because you can get back on defense. And we had a couple of those too. Our band's got good hands.
Okay, last question. Go ahead.
Coach, you guys now have a winning streak for the first time this year, sitting at 3-2. Do you feel like you guys are starting to turn a corner and hit your stride a little bit?
I think all of it. We talked about, as a team, we talk a lot about, when we started to December 28th, we play Ohio State here, and then every game from there on in is a Big Ten game. So in between, we're just trying to get better, to be honest with you. And we have obviously Notre Dame, Oregon. Penn is always in the mix for championship. Southern Illinois won the championship last year. We're going to Duke. Valpo, will come in here with a really good team. So. All these games, we feel like hopefully will make us better when Ohio State comes here and we start, every week Big Ten play.
Thank you.
All right, guys, thank you. Thank you. Appreciate it. Safe travels.
Good Thanksgiving, everyone.
Where's home? Where are you traveling to?
Back to New York. I'm going to Duke.
That's right. You said you're going to Duke, right? Yeah. Okay. Oh, you got, okay. Don't be late. We got 2 rules. Go to class and be on time. I ain't in charge of you going to class.
Have a good Thanksgiving.
Thanks, my man. You too. Appreciate it.
Oh, yeah.